OpenClaw, free agent teams update. OpenClaw just dropped something that changes everything about how you use AI agents. Most people using AI are still doing it alone, one agent, one task, one thread at a time, and they're missing out on something massive. There's a way to run a whole team of AI agents working in parallel for free right now. And if you don't know about this yet, you're leaving a serious amount of productivity on the table. Stay with me because I'm going to walk you through exactly what this update is, how it works, and how to set it up. Hey, I'm Julian. I help people learn how to use AI tools in ways that actually save time and improve how they work. And today we are talking about OpenClaw's free agent teams update. Quick recap on what OpenClaw is because some of you might be hearing about it for the first time. OpenClaw is a free open source personal AI assistant that runs on your own computer, Mac, Windows, Linux, your choice. And instead of opening some web interface to talk to it, you just message it through the apps you already use. WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, iMessage. It's like having a smart assistant living right in your phone. You can clear your inbox, manage your calendar, browse the web, run scripts, control your computer, and it has over 50 integrations built in. The GitHub repo blew past 150,000 stars. This thing is not niche anymore. It is everywhere. The best part, it's completely free to run yourself. You only pay for your own AI model access, like an Anthropic or OpenAI API key. On February 5th, 2026, Anthropic announced something called Agent Teams. It's an experimental new feature for Claude Code, and the OpenClaw community moved fast to integrate it. Now, before we go any further, here's what most people don't understand about this update. OpenClaw already had the ability to spawn sub-agents before this. So, what makes agent teams different? Here's the key. Sub-agents in OpenClaw run within a single session. They get a task, do the task, and report back to the main agent. That's it, no collaboration, just a one-way handoff. Agent teams are fundamentally different. You have fully independent Claude Code instances that can communicate directly with each other. They share a task list, they claim tasks, mark them in progress, and complete them. One teammate can flag a problem, and another responds directly. They self-coordinate. They work like an actual team, not a chain of messengers. And here's the architecture you need to understand. OpenClaw manages agents at the channel level. Your Telegram message comes in, OpenClaw routes it, spawns agents, handles memory. That's layer one. Agent teams live inside a Claude Code session. So you've got OpenClaw handling top level orchestration. And inside that session, multiple independent teammates work in parallel and hand results back up through the chain to your chat. Before I show you the setup, let me say something that's relevant here. When I first started working with multi-agent systems like this, I spent way too long figuring it out on my own. Trial and error, wasted hours, workflows. Now the setup, agent teams is still experimental, and to use it with OpenClaw right now, you need to be on the dev channel. Specifically version 2026.24 or newer. If you're on the stable channel, you run one command, OpenClaw update -- channel dev, that switches you to dev and builds the latest version. You can check your version by running OpenClaw update status. Once you're on dev, v2026.2.4, you enable agent teams by setting an environment variable called Claude Code Experimental Agent Teams to 1. The recommended approach is to add it to your Claude Code settings or JSON file. That way it loads automatically every time Claude Code starts. If you run OpenClaw as a macOS launch agent, add it to your Plis files environment variables section so it persists across gateway restarts. After any channel switch, run OpenClaw Doctor. It checks your full configuration and flags anything that needs fixing. So what does this actually look like in practice? One developer published a detailed write-up of running 5 agent teams simultaneously in their OpenClaw environment. One team was dedicated to ops work, infrastructure checks, gateway health monitoring, and cron job verification. The other 4 teams handled content, development, testing, and review, all 5 running in parallel at the same time. The coordination mechanism is a shared task list stored in your OpenClaw workspace. Each teammate picks up a task, marks it in progress, and completes it. If a task has dependencies, the downstream work waits until the prerequisite is done. It's a proper workflow system, not just parallel chaos. For monitoring, the recommended setup is tmux mode. Each teammate gets their own split pane on your screen. So instead of waiting for everything to finish before you see results, you watch 5 panes updating in real time, and you catch where something is slow or stuck the moment it happens. The developer who published that write-up also noted that the initial dev channel switch was the right time to do it because v2026.2.14 fixed an existing cron job bug in stable at the same time. Two problems solved in one update. That's the kind of thing you find out when you're actually in the community tracking what's happening. There's also a tool called Ant Farm that makes getting started much easier, especially if you're not sure how to structure your first agent team. Ant Farm is an open source TypeScript tool that installs a complete structured agent team into your OpenClaw setup with a single command. No Docker, no queues, no extra infrastructure. You just tell your OpenClaw agent to install Ant Farm and it handles the whole thing itself. The Ant Farm GitHub repo includes instructions you can paste directly into your OpenClaw chat. You get 5 specialized agents out of the box: a planner, a developer, a verifier, a tester, and a reviewer. Drop in a task, the planner breaks it into user stories with clear acceptance criteria. Each story gets implemented and tested in isolation, and failures retry automatically. You can click into any task on the dashboard and see exactly what's happening at each step. The workflows are written in plain YAML and Markdown. If you can write a prompt, you can build a custom workflow. And since Ant Farm is open source, the community is already adding new workflow templates that you can install straight from the official repo. Every submission gets reviewed for security and prompt injection before it goes live, which matters when you're giving agents real access to your system. Here's what to watch out for, because the person who published that 5-team write-up was honest about the limitations too. Token consumption spikes fast. Each teammate runs its own context window, so a 5-person team means roughly 5 times the tokens. Think about this before spinning up large teams on every task. Teammates don't inherit the lead agent's conversation history. They start fresh. Pass sufficient context in your spawn prompts and put shared information in your claw.md file. The most common problem people hit is multiple teammates editing the same file at the same time. Agent teams does not have file level locking yet. Fix this through task design. Give each teammate their own directory, set clear ownership, and use task dependencies so shared files only ever have one writer at a time. And agent teams isn't the right tool for tasks that have to happen sequentially anyway. If your work has heavy dependencies, teammates end up waiting on each other regardless. Use agent teams where parallel exploration and independent work genuinely create value. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences, what's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, which ones to skip, no hype, just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates like this one and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and 100+ AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 46,000 members who are crushing it with AI. Hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date with the latest AI tool updates. I'll see you in the next one.